Welcome everyone. So our today's topic is Earth's gravitational acceleration from the lesson Gravitation of class 10 physics. So student, again this is one of the important topic of from this lesson. So let's see what it is. Alright, so Earth's gravitational acceleration. So before looking at the definition of Earth's gravitational acceleration, let's see first what is acceleration. Okay, so what is it? Acceleration is a rate of change of velocity of an object with respect to time. So this we have already completed in our standard 9th video. So if you want the detail, so you can refer that video. Okay, I will put the link in the description box. You can go through it. Alright, now let's learn about Earth's gravitational acceleration. So student, the Earth exerts gravitational force on object near it. That means Earth has a gravitational force, and due to this force it is able to pull or attract the object which are there around or near the Earth. And according to Newton's second law of motion, a force acting on a body results in its acceleration. We know that if we apply any force on the object, so what happened? It will start accelerating, or either it will stop moving or it will start moving. Okay. So thus the gravitational force due to the Earth on a body results in its acceleration. And this is called acceleration due to gravity. That means the acceleration, when acceleration takes place due to the Earth's gravitational force or due to the gravity of the Earth, that is called as acceleration due to gravity. So this is so simple, nothing is there, just you have to remember few points. All right. Okay, so acceleration due to gravity is denoted by the letter small g. Okay, small g, not capital G. So in this lesson only we have seen that capital G is the symbol, or is the symbol of what? Universal gravitational constant. But here this is the Earth's gravitational acceleration, it will be denoted by small g. Alright, and acceleration is a vector quantity. That means it has direction as well as magnitude. Now, as a gravitational force of any object due to the Earth is directed towards the center of the Earth, the direction of the acceleration due to gravity is also directed towards the center of the Earth, that is vertically downward direction. We have seen that apple is falling towards the center of the Earth. In which direction? Vertically downward direction. This is due to what? Due to the gravity of the Earth. Alright, so student, here one question is there. What would happen if there were no gravity? Okay, so this is very interesting picture. That means everything is floating in the air. Everything is floating in this space. So this is simple, that if there will no gravity, everything, and we also will start floating on the air. Okay, now let's answer this question. So human and other object will become weightless without gravity, and if there was no gravity, then everything would be floating in the air. Just you can observe in the picture. And the moon would collide with the Earth would stop rotating, the Earth would collide with the sun, and as a consequence we would all perish. It is the gravity only, gravitational force only, which is which makes the moon orbiting the Earth, and which makes the Earth orbiting the sun. Okay, so if there is no gravity, everything would be perish. Now we have another question here. What would happen if the value of G was twice as large? Now here what is value of G means? This is a universal gravitational constant. So if this value will be twice, then what happened? Let's answer. So if value of G, the gravitational constant, was twice, that means if this is double its value, then the gravitational force of attraction between bodies will also be double. So first of all, student, what is the value of G? It is 6.67 multiplied by 10 raised to minus 11. So if it will be double, then what happened? The force of attraction between two body, it will also be double. Okay, so this is a formula for universal law of gravitation, that is F is equals to capital G mm upon r square, where capital M and small m are the masses of the two different bodies, and r is the distance between them, and G is a gravitational constant. So if this will be twice, then force of attraction will also will get double. Okay, now let's determine the value of g on the surface of the earth. Now here one simple derivation is there just to calculate the value of g. Value of g means what is acceleration due to gravity. Okay, now here we can calculate the value of g by using Newton's universal law of gravitation. Okay, here the object is there on the surface of the earth, on the surface of the earth. Okay, not above, it is on the surface of the earth. So Newton's universal law of gravitation is F is equals to gmm upon r square. Alright, so here mass of an object will be m, and the distance of object from the center of the earth it will be small r. And by using the formula of universal law of gravitation, F is equals to gmm upon r square, this will be our equation number 1, where m is equals to mass of the earth. Okay, always remember capital M will be mass of the earth and small m will be mass of the object which is situated on the surface of the earth. Okay, and here we know that force is F is equals to mg. This is centripetal force. Okay, formula for centripetal force is F is equals to mass into g. So this is our equation number 2. Now mg is equals to gmm upon r square. This equation we get from combination effect of equation number 1 and 2. Now here force is gmm upon r square, and here centripetal force is F is equals to mg. So we are equating both the equation, that is mg is equals to gmm upon r square. Alright, now here m and m will get cancelled because they have the similar value. Alright, now after cancelling the both the m, we will get remaining equation as g is equals to gmm upon r square, and this will be our equation number 3. So student, if the object is situated on the surface of the earth, it is on the surface of the earth, okay, then small r will be equal to capital R. And what is capital R? It is the radius of the earth. Alright, so now just we will putting the capital R instead of small r. So our equation becomes g is equals to g is equal small g is equals to capital G m upon r square. This is our equation number 4, and this is the value of g on the surface of the earth. Okay, so by putting all the units in this equation, we can calculate the we can calculate the value of g. Okay, so g is equals to gm upon r square. This is just we have proved in our previous slide. So the unit of g in the what is g? This is acceleration due to gravity. Okay, so the unit of acceleration due to gravity, that is g in SI system, SI units is meter per second square. Okay, so remember this, the unit of g is meter per second square in SI unit, and the mass and radius of the earth are, so the mass of the earth is 6 into 10 raised to 24 kg, and the radius of the earth is 6.4 into 10 raised to 6 meters. So these two values are fixed, that is mass of the earth and radius of the earth. Okay, these are the fixed value, never change, and respectively. And g, value of g, that is gravitational constant, is 6.67 multiplied by 10 raised to minus 11. So using these three values in equation number 4, that is g is equals to gm upon r square. Okay, so just value of capital G is 6.67 into 10 raised to minus 11, and m is mass and radius of the earth. After calculating all the values, we will get the value of g, that is 9.77 meter per second square. So here we got the one value of g, that is 9.77 meter per second square. So this value is also fixed on the surface of the earth. Okay, if we will go above the surface of the earth, this value will become change. So I hope you all have understood this. So student, this acceleration depends only on the mass, that is capital M, and radius capital R of the earth, and so the acceleration due to gravity at a given point on the earth is the same for all the object. It does not depend on the properties of the object. That means if the object is there on the surface of the earth, this value will be fixed or constant, and this is depends only upon the mass of the earth and radius of the earth. Why? Because we have the formula, that is g is equals to gm upon r square. Alright. Okay, so next topic is variation in the value of g. That means variation, changes in the value of acceleration due to gravity. So here 3 points are there. Point A is change along the surface of the earth. Next is change with the height, and C is change with the depth. Now let's study one by one. Okay, so first is value of G changes along the surface of the earth. That means we know na. Okay, let's understand by the slides. Okay, so here one question is there. Will the value of G be same, that is value of gravity be the same everywhere on the surface of the earth? Obviously it is not, because as we are moving along equator and poles, it will be differ place to place. Okay, now here the reason is that the shape of the earth is spherical. It is not circle, it is spherical in shape. That's why as we move place to place, this is equator and this is pole, so the value of G along the pole and the equator will be changes, always be changes. Okay, now here and so the distance of a point on the surface of the earth from its center differs somewhat from the place to place, and due to the rotation of the earth bulges. Here the earth bulges at equator and it's flattened at poles. Okay, and its radius is largest at the equator. Now if you will observe here, just I have indicated with the blue circle the RE, so it is the radius of the earth along equator, so it is more. So as the radius is more, the value of G will be less. And here at the poles, RP, radius of the earth at the pole is denoted by RP. So as the distance from the center of the earth and pole is, it is less distance, radius is less, so the value of G will be more. Okay, all right, so value of G at poles is, okay, so the value of G okay, so its radius is largest at the equator and is smallest at the poles. Okay, so that is distance is smallest at pole and distance is largest at the equator. So the value of G is thus at the poles, its radius is highest. Okay, as the distance between the pole and center of the earth is lowest, so the value of G will be highest and the value will be 9.832 meter per second square, and decreases slowly with the decreasing latitude. Okay, so it is lowest at the equator as the distance of the equator and center of the earth is largest, so the value of G will be lowest, that is 9.78 meter per second square. So this is how value of G changes along the equator and pole. Now next is value of G changes with the height. Let's see. Okay, so student, this is the radius of the earth and this is a mass of the earth, that is center of the earth. Okay, so as we go above the earth surface, what happened? The value of R in equation number 3 that just we have seen, that is G is equals to Gm upon R square. So value of R increases and G will be decreases, because we have seen that G is inversely proportional to R square. So if the value of radius will be increases, so acceleration due to gravity, that is value of G will be decreases automatically, because they are inversely proportional to each other. Okay, so however the decrease is rather small for height which are small in comparison to the earth's radius. That means the this difference is very small, but it is there. Okay, so for example, remember that the radius of the earth is 6400 kilometer. This is always constant value, that is radius of earth is 6400 kilometer. And if an aeroplane is flying at the height 10 kilometer above the surface of the earth, its distance from the earth surface changes from 6400 kilometer to 6410. Okay, so this only just we have to add 10 kilometer, that is 6400 to 6410 kilometer, and changes in value of G is negligible. It is only 10 kilometer increases, so this is very negligible. Okay, so on the other hand, when we consider an artificial satellite orbiting the earth, we have to take into account the change in the value of G due to large change in the distance of the satellite from the center of the earth. That means the value of G in the case of an aeroplane, it is very negligible. Okay, and while artificial satellite or moon which are orbiting the earth, the distance is very largest. So as the distance is largest, the value of G is change in value of G is largest. Okay, and value of G is there, it is very less. Alright, so here one table is given, table showing change on acceleration due to gravity, that is g, with the height above the earth's surface. So let's understand the table. So here three columns are there, place, height in kilometer and g into in meter per second square. So first table is given, that is surface of the earth. So on the surface of the earth, the value of g will be 9.8. This is fixed value, okay, and height is 0. That means no increase in height. So as we take an example of Mount Everest. So Mount Everest is there 8.8 kilometer above the surface of the earth. So it is above the surface of the earth, na? So value is just negligible. Not negligible, it is constant, it is 9.8, because only less amount of distance is there. Okay, now next is maximum height reached by man-made balloon. So this height is 36.6 kilometer. So value of g will be, it is changed but it is negligible, that is 9.77. okay, and fourth is height of a typical weather satellite. So it is very much away from the surface of the earth, that is 400 kilometer above from the surface of the earth. So value of g will be changes from 9.8 to 8.7 meter per second square. And last is height of the communication satellite. So this height is very large, okay, very large from the surface of the earth, that is 35,700 kilometers. So as the distance is very larger, so value of g will be changes very larger, that is 0.225 meter per second square. So student, here one thing you should remember, that as the height increases, the value of g will be decreases. Alright, now next is change with the depth. So let's see, the value of g also changes if we go inside the earth, and the value of r in equation number 3 decreases, okay, decreases, and one would think that the value of g should increase as per the formula. Now however, the part of the earth which contribute toward the gravitational force felt by an object also decreases, and which means that the value of m to be used in equation number 3 also decreases, and as a combined result of change in radius and mass of the earth, that is capital M, the value of g decreases as we go deep inside the earth. So student, I hope you all have understood this acceleration due to gravity topic very well, and next part of the lesson we will continue in our next session. Thank you all of you.